Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the commencement exercises for the class of 2019 of Archbishop John Carroll High School. Please join me in welcoming the President of the Executive Board of the Student Council, John Bushner.
Good morning. I'm pleased to welcome you to the Archbishop John Carroll High School's Class of 2019 graduation ceremony. Without the help of our parents, the faculty, and administration throughout our high school career, we would not be sitting where we are today. The Class of 2019 would like to express our sincere gratitude to our parents and teachers. Thank you all for coming to celebrate this momentous occasion with us. We ask that the friends and family of the graduates refrain from calling out when each graduate receives his or her diploma in order to respect the formality of this ceremonious event. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem. Father Cavera will now lead us in the invocation.
Good and gracious God, we ask you to bless this class of 2019, their families and friends, present and in spirit. May they never forget you and what brought them to this day. Direct them always to be thankful for the blessings in their lives and not take them for granted. Teach us to always care and never despair. Free our world from apathy and indifference. Help that the Christian values given and taught to our graduates will be put into practice for God and country. Guide their future endeavors that they know and have faith that you have a plan and purpose for each of them. Inspire them to hope in the goodness of life, even when faced with challenges and difficulties. Shape them to be virtuous witnesses to all they meet. May they share their gifts for the world to see, selflessly and with humility. Fight away arrogance and laziness. Assist all of us to work hard to be saints by living our lives out of love for you and love of others. We ask this through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, the salutatorian from the class of 2019, Jacob Antonello.
Good morning, Your Excellency, Bishop McIntyre, Mr. Fox, Dr. Schultz, members of the administration, faculty, family, friends, and graduates. Welcome to the commencement ceremony of Archbishop Carroll's class of 2019. We are here today to celebrate our achievements, as well as to thank those that made them possible. Throughout our time at Carroll, we have excelled in the classroom, on the athletic fields, on the stage, and in service to the community. We are 289 individuals, and we have all had a different high school experience. We're a diverse group of people with varied interests. That leads me to question what binds us and brings us together. I believe what connects us is that we all have someone in our lives who loves us and wants what's best for us. These people are willing to make a sacrifice and send us to Carroll because they believed it was important for us to learn about our Catholic faith and take advantage of a great education by a dedicated staff. We are all blessed to have people like that in our lives. But with that blessing comes a responsibility to use the gifts we have been given and all we've learned at Carroll to contribute in a positive way and to share our faith with others. Congratulations to the Carroll class of 2019 and those who have supported them along the way. Wherever your unique journey in life takes you, keep in mind the purpose of your education and the values you should strive to live by each and every day. Values encapsulated by Carroll's motto, Pro Deo et Patria, for God and country. Thank you.
I would like to introduce Mr. William Gennaro, Assistant Principal for Academic Affairs, who will announce the recipients of our awards and honors for the class of 2019.
It is certainly my pleasure and privilege to announce the names of those students receiving academic medals and awards. Our commencement program also lists the names of those seniors who received other academic certificates. We extend our congratulations to both the recipients of medals and certificates. Students, as you come up to receive your awards, please come up the stairs on the side in which you are sitting and return down the stairs on the opposite side. So that each student's name may be heard clearly, I ask that all applause be held until the final student is recognized. Thank you. The United States Presidential Award for Educational Excellence and a Certificate of Honor for ranking among the top 10 of the graduating class are presented to Brandon Abusio. The United States Presidential Award for Educational Excellence, a Certificate of Honor for ranking among the top 10 of the graduating class, a Certificate for Excellence in the Study of Science, the John Carroll Medal for Excellence in the Study of Advanced Placement Calculus, the John Carroll Medal for Excellence in the Study of Social Studies, and the Salutatorian Medal are presented to Jacob Antonello. The United States Presidential Award for Educational Excellence, the Scholar Athlete Award to the highest-ranked female student athlete who has earned all Catholic honors and/or a varsity letter in 2 or more sports during senior year are presented to Joanna Arevalo. The United States Presidential Award for Educational Excellence, a Certificate of Honor for ranking among the top 10 of the graduating class, the John Carroll Medal for Excellence in the Study of Advanced Placement English, the U.S. Marine Corps Scholarship for Excellence by a female student are presented to Noelle Arpaia. A Certificate for Excellence in the Study of French is presented to Shannon Barker. The United States Presidential Award for Educational Excellence, a Certificate for Excellence in the Study of Mathematics are presented to Lauren Boyle. A Certificate for Excellence in the Study of Art is presented to Lindsay Brogan. A Certificate for Excellence in the Study of Music Chorus is presented to Alexander Brown. The Patrick Malone Memorial Award, presented to the senior who demonstrates academic excellence and dedicated service to St. Catherine's Day School, is presented to Fatima Brown. The United States Presidential Award for Educational Excellence, the Matthew T.J. Benevauer Award, and the 2019 Ronald Reagan Leadership Medal are presented to John Bushner. The U.S. Army Reserve Scholar Athlete Award is presented to Alexander Cabahug Almonte. The John Carroll Medal for Excellence in the Study of Music Band is presented to Kathleen Carpenter. The John Carroll Medal for Excellence in the Study of Business Technology is presented to Mario D'Elia. The United States Presidential Award for Educational Excellence is presented to Christina DeMola. A Certificate for Journalism in Recognition of Excellence in Journalism Legacy is presented to Mary D. Simone. The United States Presidential Award for Educational Excellence is presented to Emily Erdlin. The John Carroll Medal for Excellence in the Study of Music Chorus is presented to Christina Flores. The United States Presidential Award for Educational Excellence, a Certificate of Honor for ranking among the top 10 of the graduating class, a Certificate for Excellence in the Study of Physics, the John Carroll Medal for Excellence in the Study of Science, the Scholar Athlete Award to the highest ranking male student athlete who has earned all Catholic honors or a varsity letter in 2 or more sports during the senior year, and the Valedictorian Medal are presented to Daniel Foner. A Certificate for Excellence in the Study of Theology, the John Carroll Medal for the Excellence in the Study of French, the Jackie McCarran Memorial Award presented to the senior who demonstrates compassion to the students with disabilities, the Society of Women Engineers Certificate of Merit for the highest honor in science and mathematics are presented to Madigan Gallagher. The United States Presidential Award for Excellence is presented to Caitlin Goodridge. The United States Presidential Award for Educational Excellence, the United States Marine Corps Distinguished Female Athlete Award are presented to Madison Henry. The United States Presidential Award for Educational Excellence and a Certificate of Honor for ranking among the top 10 of the graduating class are presented to John Higgins. The U.S. Marine Corps Scholarship for Excellence by a male student is presented to Kevin Howard. The United States Presidential Award for Educational Excellence is presented to Thomas Howard. A Certificate of Excellence in the Study of World Literature is presented to Jana Islam. The Most Outstanding Female Senior Athlete Award and the Society of Women Engineers Certificate of Merit for the highest honor in science and mathematics are presented to Harlem Jennings. The Most Outstanding Male Senior Athlete Award is presented to Tyler Kehoe. The United States Presidential Award for Educational Excellence is presented to Jake Langley. The United States Presidential Award for Educational Excellence, a Certificate of Honor for ranking among the top 10 of the graduating class, and the John Carroll Medal for Excellence in the Study of Spanish are presented to Isabella Lechtenberg. The United States Presidential Award for Educational Excellence, a Certificate of Honor for ranking among the top 10 of the graduating class, a Certificate for Excellence in the Study of Advanced Placement in Human Geography, and the Barbara Ryan Award for Excellence in Science for 4 years and plans to study science in college are presented to Bridget Yule. The United States Presidential Award for Educational Excellence is presented to Lauren Magnarelli. The United States Presidential Award for Educational Excellence is presented to Mary Patricia McGuire. The United States Presidential Award for Educational Excellence is presented to Erin Mahady. The Anthony Campiglia Certificate for Excellence in the Study of Social Studies is presented to Emily Malloy. The United States Presidential Award for Educational Excellence and a Certificate of Honor for ranking among the top 10 of the graduating class are presented to Dominic Massey. The National Society of the Sons of the American Revolution Good Citizenship Award is presented to Paige Mastropolito. The Most Spirited Male Senior Award is presented to Kieran McCormick. The John Carroll Medal for Excellence in the Study of Theology, the National Society of the Sons of the American Revolution Good Citizenship Award are presented to Matthew McGrory. The United States Presidential Award for Educational Excellence is presented to Anya McLaughlin McAleese. A Certificate for Excellence in the Study of Physical Education is presented to Thomas Mellon. The Most Spirited Female Senior Award is presented to Trinity Middleton. The St. John Baptist de La Salle Medal is presented to Maria Montanez. The United States Presidential Award for Educational Excellence is presented to Ashlyn O'Brien. The U.S. Marine Corps' Distinguished Male Athlete is presented to Jalen Parker. The United States Presidential Award for Educational Excellence, a Certificate of Honor for ranking among the top 10 of the graduating class, a Certificate for Excellence in the Study of Advanced Placement Psychology, and the John Carroll Medal for Excellence in the Study of Art are presented to Isabella Pimentel. The United States Presidential Award for Educational Excellence, a Certificate of Honor for ranking among the top 10 of the graduating class, and a Certificate of Excellence in the Study of Music Band are presented to Alexander Persaki. Senator Leach Good Citizenship Award is presented to Cecily Ritchie. The United States Presidential Award for Educational Excellence is presented to James Rowley. The United States Presidential Award for Educational Excellence, a Certificate for Excellence in the Study of Art, a Certificate for Journalism in recognition of consistent and outstanding contribution to the school's newspaper, the Carroll Times, are presented to Emily Schatzman. A Certificate for Excellence in the Study of World Literature is presented to Shannon Smith. A Certificate for Excellence in the Study of Spanish and the Society of Women Engineers Certificate of Merit for the highest honor in science and mathematics are presented to Nicole Sonnet. The United States Presidential Award for Educational Excellence and the U.S. Army Reserve Scholar Athlete Award are presented to Michael Sponholtz. Certificate awarded by the Office of Catholic Education of the Archdiocese of Philadelphia for perfect attendance during the 2018-19 school year goes to Stephen Crestinzio. Certificate awarded by the Office of Catholic Education of the Archdiocese of Philadelphia for perfect attendance during the 2018-19 school year goes to Thomas Hilden. Certificate awarded by the Office of Catholic Education of the Archdiocese of Philadelphia for perfect attendance during the 2018-19 school year goes to Ayanna Johnston. Certificate awarded by the Office of Catholic Education of the Archdiocese of Philadelphia, perfect attendance during the 2018-19 school year goes to Kyle Spellman. Certificate awarded by the Office of Catholic Education of the Archdiocese of Philadelphia for perfect attendance during the 2018-19 school year and for perfect attendance during the 2016 through 2019 school years goes to Lord Ramos. John Carroll Medal for Excellence in the Study of Physical Education is presented to Tristan Wainwright. A Certificate for Excellence in the Study of Mathematics is presented to Eric Walker. The United States Presidential Award for Educational Excellence is presented to Jason Zambella. Certificate for Excellence in the Study of Business Technology is presented to Zoe Azari. Please join me in congratulating all of our recipients of certificates and medals. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Allison Papantonio will now present the James Mullen Scholarship.
The James Mullen Scholarship is awarded to a senior who best exemplifies the qualities of true Christian witness, good sportsmanship, and academic scholarship. The James Mullen Scholarship is awarded to Kathleen McGinnis. Ladies and gentlemen, the Archbishop Carroll Band will now perform an instrumental selection entitled The Firebird under the direction of Mr. Zachary Larimer. Ladies and gentlemen, the valedictorian from the class of 2019, Daniel Foner.
(1,366 days ago, the class of 2019 walked into Archbishop John Carroll for the first time. We were greeted by a sea of unfamiliar faces in a place that was new and strange to us. We were stepping out into the unknown. Looking around today, those faces are no longer unfamiliar. They are classmates, teammates, and most importantly, friends. What happened in those 1,366 days that transformed this group of terrified freshmen into the soon-to-be high school graduates here today? Was it the nights we spent together on the stands watching our sports teams? Or could it have been 1,340 days ago at our first homecoming dance? Maybe it was the countless bus rides to and from Carroll. Or perhaps it was 425 days ago when we received our class rings and spent a night under the stars at junior prom. It could have been the Kairos retreats where we deepened our relationships with God and one another. Maybe it was 33 days ago when we dressed up in our tuxes and gowns for the last time for our last high school dance. Or maybe it was just minutes ago, walking down this center aisle, taking our seats beside one another one last time. The fact is, the bond formed in the class of 2019 cannot be attributed to one single moment. Instead, it was all the times we shared together that molded this family that is seated here today. These past 4 years will always stay with us in memory. French author André Gide once wrote, "You can never cross the ocean unless you have the courage to lose sight of the shore." None of these amazing experiences could have happened if 1,366 days ago we did not have the courage to lose sight of our own shores. Well, here we are again. This chapter of our lives has come to an end. I would say that the journey begins here, but the journey began long ago. Today just happens to be the day where the path we have been traveling on splits into 289 unique roads. Your road may not be smooth. There will be obstacles. There will be unexpected twists, turns, potholes, speed bumps, and detours. However, you will never be alone. Although we may have felt alone 1,366 days ago, we made it, and we were far from being alone. We had our parents, families, teachers, coaches, and most importantly, each other. Now, as we move on to the next chapter of our lives, it may feel as though we are starting over, alone again. You may be scared. I know I am. The fear of not knowing what comes next can be paralyzing. Class of 2019, be confident. We came into Carroll as individuals, but we leave today as family. I'd like to leave you today with one final quote from retired Navy SEAL Admiral William McRaven. Find someone to help you through life. Respect everyone. Know that life is not fair and you will fail often. But if you take some risks, step up when times are toughest, face down the bullies, lift up the downtrodden, and never, ever give up. If you do these things, then you can change your life for the better, and maybe the world. Class of 2019, never lose that courage to step out into the unknown, because with God and each other, we can accomplish anything. Wherever your road may take you in life, you will always have your Carroll family. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Archbishop Carroll Chorus will now sing a selection entitled "You Raise Me Up" under the direction of Miss Shamika Bird.
When I am down and oh my soul so weary, when troubles come and my heart burdened be, but I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. Raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulder. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders.
Raise me up to more than I can be.
To more than I can
Would the senior members of the band and chorus please return to sit with their homerooms? Ladies and gentlemen, Father Cavera.
At this time, the entire Archbishop John Carroll community is honored to welcome His Excellency Bishop John McIntyre, Auxiliary Bishop of Philadelphia.
Thank you, Father Cavera. Good morning, everyone. Dear graduates of Archbishop Carroll High School class of 2019, as you sit here this morning, preparing to receive your high school diplomas to graduate from high school, you may be wondering how the last 4 years went by so quickly. Your minds may take you back to the first day of your freshman year and all the days and the weeks and the months that followed. Memories of friendships formed, time spent in the classroom, on the field, on the court, lessons learned and mistakes made may all come flooding back so easily to you this morning. Now, within these memories are some very important people, important events in your lives, and lessons learned that, believe it or not, will remain with you for the rest of your lives. Even while some friendships may fade and some names may even be forgotten, the heart of what you have been taught, the heart of what you have been willing to learn during these years in high school and perhaps during the years at your parish grade school, hopefully will not fade so quickly. That is why Archbishop Carroll High School is literally your alma mater, in Latin, the mother of your soul. The manner in which the Catholic faith that my parents handed on to me was affirmed and encouraged, the education in a variety of subjects that I received, the push to be focused, to be disciplined, even when it was not easy or attractive to me as a high school student, and being held accountable for my actions by others at times when I thought it was all too much, have all remained with me and have never faded. There is not a day that I approach the altar as a priest and now as a bishop that I am not grateful for my Catholic education. There is not a day that I approach some task or responsibility that now belongs to me that I am not grateful for the way that formation in Catholic schools built upon what my parents began in the family and in the home. While many a minor detail may fade away, the bigger picture, the more important lessons, the lasting values remain and form you for the rest of your lives, God willing. And so on behalf of Archbishop Chaput, our Archbishop, I congratulate you on your graduation from high school. I thank your parents or perhaps your guardians for all the many sacrifices that they have made to provide you with a Catholic education. I thank Mr. Fox and Dr. Schultz and the administration and the faculty and the staff of Archbishop Carroll High School for their hard work and their continued dedication to the mission of the church in education. And I pray that God will bless you all the days of your life and grant you every grace and keep you close to Him and to His church all the days of your life. Thank you.
The distribution of diplomas will now take place. Each student has earned the privilege of having his or her name announced on this special occasion before parents, family, and friends. We ask that you honor this privilege by refraining from calling out and applauding as individual names are called. We and the class of 2019 thank you for holding all applause until the last student in each homeroom has returned to his place. Thank you for your cooperation.
Will members of 1A please stand? Cameron Alexander. Sierra Allen. Darrell Alliston Jr. Isabel Angelicchio. Christian Argentieri. Ann Borowski. Mackenzie Beal. Casey Marie Berardinelli. Ryan Berry. Jaylyn Bethea. Claire Boyle. Lauren Boyle. Cameron Bradley. Quinn Brogan. Alexander J. Brown. Fatima Brown. Cole Burkett. Please join me in congratulating the members of 1A.
Will the members of 2A please stand? Kenya Butler. Karan Butler. Zachariah Butler. Rocco Capaldo. Christopher J. Capone. Brennan Casey. Podrig Casey. Thomas Cavalcanti. Stanford Chambers Lewis. Jiao Chen. Zikai Cheng. Michael Cleland. Christopher Clerkin. Kevin Cohn. Maeve Conran. Marielle Conwell. Joseph Cook. Alexander Cornell. Melanie Cotes Rivera. Stephen Crescenzio. Aiden Crosby. Please join me in congratulating the members of 2A.
Will the members of 3A please stand? Vincent Curran. Tyler D'Ambrosio. Grace D'Angelo. Mario D'Elia. Anthony Durazio. Kerry Daly. Anna Davis. Justin Deegan. Matthew DeLello. Liza Delarada. Leah Dempsey. Michaela DeStefano. Victoria Di Bernardino. Benjamin Damasio. Shannon Dixon. Morgan Doer. Ryan Downey. Please join me in congratulating the members of 3A.
The members of 4A, please stand. Maggie Evers. Ziyi Fan. Joseph Finley. Eamon Finn. Grace Flannery. Christina Flores. Joseph Fredericksdorf. Chanel Garcia Gary. Amber Germer. Sydney Good. Alexandra Graff. Olivia Graham. David Grill. Patrick Griswold. Please join me in congratulating the members of 4A.
Will the members of 5A please stand? Grace Gruby. Yanzi Guo. Yaoji Guo. Alexandra Hagan. G. Michael Hall. Elizabeth Hanold. Demetrius Hansen. Megan Elizabeth Harrell. Brandy Harrison. Thomas Hilden. Amy Horsell. Luke House. Quill Howard Hospital. Autumn Humes. Please join me in congratulating the members of 5A.
Will the members of 6A please stand? Jana Islam. Warren Jackson. Kelly Jaquez. Harlem Jennings. Kyra Johnson. Sean Johnson. Ayana Johnston. Mary Kate Carney. Sean Kearney. Audrey Keene. Tyler Kehoe. Christopher Keith. Claire Keller. Isabella Klepak. Abigail Nobler. Ashley Kyle. Jake Langley. Sean Lawley. Matthew Lemons. Justin Leonard. Wei Yi Liu. Please join me in congratulating the members of 6A.
Will the members of 7A please stand? Xingyan Liu. Shane Lockett. Sean Loftus. Tyler Lockery. Kyle Mack. Christian G. Madison. Lauren Magnarelli. Justin Mangan. Aurora Manning. Raphael Manning. Dominic Massey. Paul Mays. Rihanna McGee. Luke McGrath. Zoe McMahon. Please join me in congratulating the members of 7A.
The members of 8A, please stand. Ryan McManus. Owen McMenamin. Finn McNulty. Jack McQuaid. Elisa Mejia, Thomas Mellon, Jose Mercado, Trinity Middleton, Kelsey Miller, Leo Milligan, Emily Malloy, Daniel Morgan, Edwin Morton, Catherine Mossop, Connor Mulgrew, Paul Munschauer, Marta Mergatio, Thomas Myers, Grace Neild, Jada Nempart, Robert Nugent. Please join me in congratulating the members of 8A.
Will the members of 9A please stand? Mary Nyland, Elena Nixon, Taylor Norcombe, Angela O'Brien, Ronald O'Connor, John Palmer, Angelica Palmore, Michaela Panigello, William Papadis, Cole Parham, Jalen Parker, Brianna Pennington, Christopher Petco, Nadia Phillips, Carla Perini, Frances Plourde, Hannah Poulos, Mark Prasalowitz, Larian Prey, please join me in congratulating the members of 9A.
Will the members of 10A please stand? Lord Ramos. Rakeem Reed. Emma Riddell. Abigail Rose Riemann. Maeve Riemann. Lauren Rocco. Abigail Rowan. Sarah Roosh. Again, I ask that you hold all applause until the end of the homeroom so that, out of respect for our graduating class, thank you. Ryan Schilling. Connor Shields. Alexandra Soa. Emily Sparacino. Sarah Stemple. Griffin Stout. Dylan Sullivan. Shane Sullivan. Please join me in congratulating 10A.
Will the members of 11A please stand? Once again, we will ask you to please hold all applause until all names have been called. Thank you. Austin Sutcliffe. James Sweeney. Michael Taraska. Stephen Thorold. Camille Tiller Mays. Pietro Tisi. Kyle Wagner. Tristan Wainwright. Christopher Waldman. Eric Walker. William Weber. Margaret Wilson. Erin Winslow. Abigail Wright. Dominic Yoakum Davis. Michael Yoakum Davis. Jason Zambella. Zawaya Zarwi. Jia Zhang. Xiaohui Zhu. Please join me in congratulating the members of 11A.
Will the members of the National Honor Society please stand? Brandon Abuso. Joanna A. Arevalo. Caitlin Barker. Joshua Bowman. Lindsay Brogan. Benjamin Buentello. Haley Burdett. Alexandra Cabahug Almonte. Curry Campbell. Kathleen Carpenter. John Cawley. Micah Cochran. Allison Kraske. Julia Delarada. Christina Demola. Yiren Deng. Mary DeSimone. Molly DiCarlo. Julia Downs. Haywan Du. Maria Dupnock. Matthew DeVanche. Emily M. Elliott. Emily Erdlin. Caitlin Estrite. Grace Ewing. Rachel Ezamaka. Grace Fry. Madigan Gallagher. Huey Scow. Caitlin Goodridge. Samantha Hagan. Sydney Hay. John Heil. Madison Henry. George Higgins. Bridget Hislop. Kevin Howard. Thomas Howard. Tess Humes. Amber Klepak. Allison Curick. Catherine Labella. Isabella Lechtenberg. Bridget Yule. John Longarini. Kathleen McGinnis. Gracie McGrone Staley. Mary Pat McGuire. Erin Mahady. Paige Mastropolito. Kaylee McCarran. Kieran McCormick. Matthew McGrory. Colleen McPhillips. Maria Montanez. Michael Nab. Sabrina Narda. Ashlyn O'Brien. Brianna O'Doherty. Daniel Organ, Victoria Patota, Connor Patzik, Kaylin Peebles, Isabella Pimentel, Alexander Prosaki, James Rowley, Sydney Salas, Emily Schatzman, Catherine Sexton, Shannon Smith, Nicole Sonnet, Kyle Spellman, Michael Sponholtz, Julia Strafacci, Jessica Suloff, Alicia Swenson, Jack Tolsky, San Vu, Amira Woodland, Isabella Zadrozny, Zhao Yao Zhu, the National Honor Society Treasurer, John Higgins, National Honor Society Secretary, Shannon Barker, the National Honor Society Vice President, Anya McLaughlin McAleese, and the President of the National Honor Society, Noel Arpaia. Please join me in congratulating the members of the National Honor Society.
Will the valedictorian, salutatorian, and the members of the Student Council Executive Board please stand? Class salutatorian, Jacob Antonello. Events Chair of Student Council and Class Valedictorian, Daniel Foner.
The Public Relations Chair, Nicholas Frederick. Executive Chair, Cecily Ritchie. Vice President, Naomi Harrison. And the President of the Student Council, John Bushner. Please join me in congratulating the Ladies and gentlemen, our President, Mr. Frank Fox.
Thank you, Mrs. Papantonio. Your Excellency, Bishop McIntyre, on behalf of the entire Carroll community, I want to thank you. It's an absolute honor that you would preside for us today. So how about a round of applause for the Bishop? And Bishop, you well know this, but after 51 years, we have our own bishop in Bishop Joseph Coffey. And so what you may not know is that from a bishop and above, they can give a day off for the student body. So now that we have one of our own, Bishop, the golf games and the dinners are over. So, but I thank you so much for what you've done in the past, but that's not personal. So, this is one of the more organized ceremonies in graduation that you will attend. And I don't know how many of you have gone to others this year or in the past, but they're really spectacular. And they're spectacular because of a staff member here who works tirelessly with her staff. And I would like to acknowledge and call out and have her stand, please, Mrs. Allison Papantonio. So for those of you who were with us last night at the baccalaureate mass, you know, I was with you. I was fearful of, you know, a new location, size of the church, parking, but doesn't God provide? And we didn't put faith, some of us, in Father Mike, and I will never do that again personally. So I want to recognize two of our priests at Carroll. I'd like them to stand now. Father Mike and Father Mark, please stand to be recognized. Please stay standing. They help your children, our students, every day to boldly proclaim our Catholic identity. And it's on fire at Carroll. Thank you, Father Mike. Thank you, Father Mike, Mark. So I'm going to jump right into this and get to the elephant in the room, okay? So I've been asked lately, these last few months, by the Secret Sauce seniors, Carroll 51, one word, no spacing, the class of 2019, and the question is this: Mr. Fox, you're older than dirt, you've been around a long time at Archbishop Carroll. Are we the greatest class ever to graduate from Carroll? And so I tell them, look, that's a really heavy question. I need some time to think about it sincerely, and I'll let you know at graduation. And here's the answer. The class of 2019 is the greatest class ever to graduate from Archbishop Carroll. And many of you are asking yourselves right now, hey, we know Mr. Fox. He would say that to any class that's in front of him. And in some sense, you're right. Because last year, that graduating class of 280 was unbelievable. They were spectacular. At that time, they were the greatest class to ever graduate from Archbishop Carroll. So why do I say you are? Let me just talk about that for a second. You are for several reasons. One, your size. 289 incredible students, okay? That may not ever happen again. And it's not because of Carroll, it's because of the marketplace. There's a new world order in admissions. And so a class of 200 in any private school, Catholic or otherwise, is the new norm. But here you are at 289, one of the most diverse classes, largest classes we've ever had. So you're very special in that way. You're very similar to the size of last year. Yet, you outpaced them by $6 million in scholarships. How about giving it up for what you did there? You blew out of the water Thon. I thought last year was the best. They weren't. You are. You are. So you know where I'm going here. You are on the shoulders of 50 years before you. And you did the incredible thing. What we asked of you, you raised the bar. And I'm hopeful and prayerful next year can do even better. But right now, you are number one. So, Father, last night, did what you might say is the obligatory thank yous to the various groups that are here that support you. And I would tell you they're not obligatory. They're really important. And if there's one part of my short talk to you today, this is the one I want you engaged. I want you listening, students. So who should we be thanking that helped you along the way? The first box to check, and this is the easiest one, God and our Lord Jesus Christ, for the grace that they bestowed upon you from the day you were born in this school. There are a group of people that you don't even know, not mentioned last night, that works tirelessly. Many of them alum, many of them have a deep love for this school. And when I say tirelessly, year after year, and why are they assisting me and our community and our staff and faculty? It's because of their love for Carroll and because they want to give you every tool possible to make your experience here as enhanced as it has been. I'd like to recognize and ask them to stand, the board of Archbishop Carroll, just some members here. Guys, please stand and be recognized. Dan? Thank you guys so much, thank you. Here's a group that I'm incredibly jealous of because I will never have the relationship with you that they do. I try, but it's impossible. So, guys, for 4 years, other than your parents, other than your loved ones, this group has been with you every day at Carroll. I'd like to ask the faculty, wherever you are, to stand and be recognized for all the great work that you do. Last but not least, parents and guardians. You know, this is where I get a little choked up. Parents and guardians, the sacrifice you've made for many of these students from kindergarten through today is never lost on us. It's never lost on what you have to go through to support your children to be in a culture like Carroll. So I'd like to ask all of you that are parents and guardians, please stand up and be recognized, please. Thank you. Lastly, I want to tell you of a situation that was very disappointing when the yearbooks didn't arrive in time. And I can tell you, Jocelyn's got an earful from me when that happened. But it created a situation that really turned out to be a gift for me. And that situation was, Mrs. Papantoni and her team on days off, Thursday and Friday, came in last week, and Friday, we made a couple hours available for senior students to come in and to get their books and spend a few hours, we had pretzels and water, and to sign their yearbooks. So the gift and opportunity for me was, I got a chance for the first time in 6 years to sign senior yearbooks. Talk about pressure. So you're at a table, you know, you can't say the same thing twice, and so that was really very difficult. But the reason I'm telling you this story is, as I was signing one after another, there was a consistent message that really wasn't coming from me. It was channeling through my heart, and I believe God. And it basically said, continue to serve and thrive. Think about it. Think about those two words. Serve and thrive. Let's talk about serve. Many of you from your elementary schools, certainly through Carroll, through our ministry, you're learning how to serve. And I'm going to make this very short. If your career and your path moves forward and it's all about you and you are not serving, it will be impossible to thrive. If you want happiness, contentment, and joy in your life, and take it from somebody who's been around the block, you must be of service to others. That's serving. Let's talk about thriving. Thriving is not necessarily success in material things, Thriving is for your whole being to have happiness spiritually, physically, mentally, and I believe the two are intertwined. So remember those two words. The last thing I'm going to say, and I say this very often anytime we have you in our auditorium, which is the most special room at Carroll for me, but I'm going to add a twist, and I'm going to put in the word always. What I say is, God always loves you, and we will always deeply care for you. Class of 2019, good luck, God bless, and thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, our principal, Dr. Anshin Schultz.
Thank you. Will the graduating class of 2019 please stand up? By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the Archdiocese of Philadelphia, and in recognition of their successful completion of all the requirements for graduation from Archbishop John Carroll High School, diplomas are awarded to the young men and women whose names have been announced. Congratulations, class of 2019. You may turn your tassels now.
At this time, we ask the members of the class of 2019 to acknowledge their family for their loving support.